This is the Hoops with Us, episode 12. I'm joined by a very special guest today, my guy Ryan Murphy. What's up, Ryan? How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. So you just transferred to Tulane, but we'll get into that a little later in the podcast. So I got some other questions to start out with. Uh, for everyone out there that doesn't know who you are, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Ryan Murphy. I'm a grad transfer to the University of Tulane. Previous years, I played at UNC Charlotte, New Mexico Junior College, and now Pitt.
Awesome. All right, so the first question I got for you, man, tell us about your first year at UNC Charlotte.
My first year at UNC Charlotte, I redshirt, and then the second year I was a redshirt freshman. I played under Mark Price, and then he got fired, so I ended up transferring to New Mexico Junior College.
Awesome. Yeah. So the redshirt year, I know it could be difficult for some guys, but how did you take that into advantage for yourself?
My redshirt year, I learned a lot. I got to learn what Coach Price liked. I got to learn what it's like to be in college. Being an 18-year-old kid, D1 basketball player, it's kind of an awakening. You get to see you're on your own. There's no one to wake you up. There's no mom, dad. It's you on your own, trying to figure it all out. So being a redshirt guy, I got to learn basically from the ground up and have a year advantage on incoming guys as well. So I enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, for sure. I've talked to a lot of guys, and they all say that the redshirt year is a big learning year for guys that go along to do it. So that's great. All right, so the next question I got for you, man, is like you said, you went to New Mexico Junior College. Tell me about your experience at the JUCO level.
I went JUCO to prove that I was more than just like a catch and shoot guy. So I felt like going to New Mexico Junior College, I had a lot to prove to myself, to all the D1 coaches, just to get back on that mid-major to high-major level. I felt like I had a lot to prove. And my coaches, Coach Hurley, Zach Boster, and Coach Luke Adams were all great. Made a lot of really good friendships. My team was really good. And I put up a lot of really good numbers. I had a 40-ball, a lot of 30-ball games. I averaged, I think, 20, maybe 19, 20 a game, and I proved I could really play. So junior college route was really effective for me, and I still talk to a lot of those guys till this day. Rakim, Darnell, Sean and Dion, Gideon, I talk to all those guys. They're great guys, and a lot of people look down on junior college, but if you go in with the right mindset and you find a good coach and a good program, it can really help you.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to get into. Going to the Ryan just said, going to the junior college level is not a lower level or anything. There's still top talent guys in that level. It's just guys, like you said, just trying to find their place and prove coaches that they can do other things besides what they are specified on. All right. Next question I got for you, man. Tell me about your time at Pittsburgh.
My time at Pitt was great. I came in as a transfer, obviously. Played for Jeff Capel in the second year at Pitt, and I had a great time. Beginning of the year, we were really tough. We were a good team. And then as the year went on, I got injured, was out of the starting lineup with the injury, and, my minutes didn't go back to what they used to be. So that's why I left the transfer. But great coaching staff, Coach Jason Capel, Coach Jeff Capel, Coach Tim O'Toole, Coach Brown. Our strength coach, Gary, was great. I actually just got off the phone with Justin and Gerald about 10 minutes ago. So I still talk to those guys. We're real close, and it definitely helped me get better, and I had a great time being there.
Yeah. Also, tell me about what it was like playing in the ACC. I know it's one of the top conferences in college basketball. What was it like playing in that?
The ACC it's fun, it's challenging, and it's every night you got to bring your game. It's a tough league. Obviously, Duke, North Carolina, whether they're as good as they were this year or as good as they were last year, they're still North Carolina. Coach Roy and Coach K, obviously, is Duke. Syracuse, 2-3 zone with Coach Boeheim's tough, and a lot of pros in that league and a lot of really good athletic guards, wings. Clemson was good. And the ACC, if you don't come ready to play every night, you're not going to win.
Absolutely. That leads into my next question for you, man. For you, what do you think was your most memorable game at Pitt?
Selfishly, my most memorable game at Pitt would have to be my Boston College game winner, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I remember that.
From college. Yeah, that was a great feeling.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. All right, so I got one more question for you. Now we're gonna get into the talking about your transfer. Tell me about your transfer to Tulane. tell me how you knew it was the right fit, and what are you looking forward to the most playing at Tulane?
When you enter that portal of the grad transfer, every school in the country pretty much hits you up. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah, for
crazy.
sure.
You get the text messages, the phone calls, coaches even message you on Instagram, Twitter. So you kind of look at the list of schools and you kind of rule out the ones that you don't see yourself at from a personal standpoint, from a basketball standpoint, as well as education. Because now I'm going to get my master's in 1 year at Tulane, which is awesome. And
Yeah, that's great.
you go through a process of who actually wants you, who needs you, and you go through the process of who needs you as just a roster spot to fill.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I looked really carefully at after going through all the experiences I've gone through. And I cut my list to BYU, East Carolina University, obviously Tulane, and UCSB. And I felt all those schools had a great opportunity for me, a lot of winning at all the programs, great coaching staffs at all the programs, but I felt Tulane and Coach Hunter and I's relationship was really good. Coach Mock, the assistant coach, did a great job of recruiting me. And, the coach of Tulane, Coach Hunter, is pretty famous for falling out of his stool in March Madness. So he sent me that clip and was like, why can't that be us again? So I thought that was pretty awesome. And I know of his son, who I've actually talked to before, and he is really good, plays pro overseas. And obviously it's his dad. He's never going to say anything bad, but he kept it real. A lot of the other guys I know that have played for him that were grad transfers, their numbers actually doubled, some even tripled. And he's big on playing their grad transfers. And, he's new to Tulane, and he won 11 games this year. And I think next year we can win anywhere from 15 to 20 games.
Yeah, man, that's great to hear. Well, Ryan, that's all the questions I got for you today, man. I want to appreciate you for joining me on the podcast today. And wish you nothing but the best of luck, man, at Tulane next year. I'll definitely be watching.
For sure. Thank you, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll be in touch soon.
For sure. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man.
As hard as you believe you can work harder than that.
I'm prolific,
Ryan
so
Murphy feeling it early.
I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga.
Back to Murphy.
Front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 proof flow, 100 shoot pro. 458 drop, play a bulletproof soul. Every few shows I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulane just to smoke.
For episode 12 of the Hoops With Us podcast, I want to give a special shout out to my guy Ryan Murphy for joining the show today. Be on the lookout for him at Tulane next year. I know he's going to do great things. He's a great guy, and I really appreciate you for joining the show today, bro. Like I say in all my other videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please tell all your friends about the show, and see you guys next episode. Thanks.